And welcome to another Faith Feature here on the Mars Hill Network. Joining me now via Skype is the logistics coordinator for Meals on Wheels of Syracuse and also the worship pastor for the Lakeshore Baptist Church in Cicero, New York, Christopher Sackett. Good morning.
Morning.
So with Meals on Wheels, it is very important that if people want meal delivery, there has been a change as a result of the coronavirus pandemic.
There is a phone number that the Office of the Aging of Onondaga County has put out for people who are looking for meal service during this pandemic. That phone number is 315-218-1987. 315-218-1987. The reason for the different phone number is just this past week alone, there were over 300 calls of people that are looking to get meal service. We are still delivering. Meals on Wheels of Syracuse, which covers the city of Syracuse, Skaneateles, Jordan Elbridge, the Onondaga Nation, Nedrow, Lincourt. We are still delivering meals. We have precautions in place for our volunteers, which right now we are in dire need of volunteers. And with people home from work, if they do want to volunteer, we do need drivers right now. They can go to volunteer@meals.org is the email address for that if you want to volunteer. But we have precautions set up for to protect our volunteers during the pandemic. We're delivering now more than ever because people can't leave their homes. So during this pandemic, we have already gained probably close to 12 new clients a day, I'd say, roughly is what I'm adding. So it's been a lot of hard work, but we've been doing the best we can. As well as working with the skeleton crew ourselves. Some of our volunteers in the kitchen are not coming in. I myself am working half days here at the office and half days at home. Our case managers are doing the same thing because we're trying to, flatten the curve, if you will.
Please remind me exactly what that phone number is, because I'll make sure that it's on our social media post as people are looking at this in case they missed it when you mentioned it earlier.
Sure. That phone number again is 315-218-1987.
218-1987. Okay, we'll be sure to get that out. So there's definitely the need for volunteers. There's definitely the need for drivers. So for somebody who wants to help out but is a little bit nervous with the situation that we are in with this pandemic, what advice, what comfort could you give them that would encourage them to help out?
Sure. What we're doing right now is we're not interacting with our clients. What we're doing is the clients are instructed to leave a table or a chair or a cooler, whatever they can, outside. We're going up to the door, we're knocking on the door, and we're leaving the meals. And basically, we're that's pretty much it. So we're doing door-to-door delivery still, but we're not interacting with the clients. So pretty much you ring the doorbell, the person says, "I'm here." You say, "Okay, Meals on Wheels," you leave the meals, and then you go. You move on to the next one. So we are keeping that social distancing practice in effect so that we're protecting not only our volunteers, but our clients as well.
Okay, so essentially curbside delivery, and you're taking all the precautions. So for those who want to help but are a little bit nervous about potential exposure, those things have been taken into account.
Correct.
Okay, so let's shift gears now to Lakeshore Baptist Church. You're very heavily involved in that church, and you're also in charge of not only the worship but outreach. Many churches obviously have been forced online as a result of the ban on gatherings while this pandemic is going on. What specific things are you guys doing, and how can people find your church?
Sure. First, you can find our church at lakeshorebaptistcny.org. That's our website, lakeshorebaptistcny.org, obviously, www. We are on Lakeshore Road in Cicero, New York. Again, I'm the worship and outreach ministry pastor. There are 4 pastors on staff. And what we've been doing is pretty much the same as every other church. We have shut down all of our outreach events. For instance, we had an open mic night that was supposed to happen this past weekend. We did postpone that for a future date. We did a live broadcast of our service on Sunday, so there were only 9 of us at the church, and that was the worship team and our senior pastor, Mike McMahon, as well as our youth pastor, Rich Peck. So what we did is we live streamed on our Facebook page service, And we did it just like it would have been a normal service. You know, we worshiped and we heard from the Word, and it was pretty much, you know, standard policy is what all the churches are doing right now. We did on Saturday night do a fireside chat. Pastor Mike from his home did a chat with the congregation to kind of assure them what was going on. This coming up Sunday, we're still unsure what we're going to do because of the additional lockdown requirements that Governor Cuomo has put forward. Now, houses of worship are pretty much exempt, yes, but you know, we still got to be responsible. So we may actually do service from Pastor Mike's living room. It just so happens that his daughters are on my worship team, so they could actually play, and then he could preach right from his living room. We may do service that way. We're still unsure. We're waiting every day. We're listening to what the governor has to say, what President Trump has to say, and we're kind of just like all the other churches. We're taking it day by day. But we shut down all of our outreach ministries. As you know, I do Jesus Strong Martial Arts, which is our martial arts ministry, and we shut that down for the time being as well. Our Wave Youth Ministry has been shut down. Pretty much anything and everything is currently on lockdown.
Yes, and you know, while you're at your office, I'm at my new office, which is the basement of my home, otherwise affectionately known as Mars Hill Network East.
Nice.
So you know, all of us adapting to this new normal at this point. So yes, the picture on the monitor, which for people looking is right there.
Yep.
Jesus Strong Martial Arts. Obviously, with gyms being shut down and these ministries being shut down, as we're all trying to flatten the curve here. What encouragement and what things are you doing with those that used to come to that at your church on Tuesdays and Thursday nights?
Well, like a lot of martial arts dojos and kickboxing gyms, we've gone to an online format. I even have a friend that does a Zumba studio, and she's gone to an online format. So we actually, technology has been great, and we've been doing video lessons and things like that through our messenger group. So our students are still being able to work out at home. I have them going for what's called a white stripe on their belt, so when they get back, if they've done all the video stuff, they'll get awarded that white stripe. But it's basically, right now, it's just keeping our spirits up as well as our blood flowing through working out. The main thing is keeping the spirits up. I have to be in touch with my students on a regular basis because I want to make sure that their families are okay. You know, and Jesus Strong Martial Arts is more than just a karate dojo. We're a ministry. So it's very important to me that the fellowship is still there. You could also learn about us at JesusStrongMartialArts.com for my plug for the segment.
Absolutely. Christopher Sackett, who's the logistics coordinator for Meals on Wheels of Syracuse, certainly been doing some very important work at this time. Also the worship and outreach pastor for Lakeshore Baptist Church in Cicero and Jesus Strong Martial Arts. A very busy man, pandemic or no pandemic. Thanks so much for coming on Faith Feature today.
I do got to say, Rich, I've been able to spend more time with my family because of this lock-in. So that is one thing I want to encourage everyone. Spend more time with your family.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Thank you so much for joining us. And this has been Faith Feature here on the Mars Hill Network, giving you hope in the journey.